Yo, Q, what up? Yo, Q,
Man,
what
I'm
up?
keeping it real. What up, the one?
Welcome
Let's get it.
to Not
Not
Just
just
Music,
music.
where we keep it real
Uh-huh.
and honest.
Always.
My mama praying, telling me, Q, you need to chill. They can't respect the truth from just honest.
What's the happenings?
What's good, man?
I don't know it.
Man, nothing. Living, maintaining, bro. That's what I'm doing. That's all we can do. Living, maintaining, man.
So,
What's on your mind, man?
business plan.
That's what's
It's
up.
2024, man. Business plan. Time to do what the big boys do, man. That's what it's time to do.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But it's only one way to do that, though, man. Got to do it the correct way. The biggest thing is knowing what the plan is. The biggest plan is money.
Yeah.
I was talking to a nonprofit organization early this week. One of the biggest things that a lot of organizations, companies, businesses fail to do when they first start off is think about a marketing strategy. What I mean by marketing strategy is probably the least most talked about things when it comes to a business because it has to deal with money.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. You know how you have your own personal venture, and having your own personal venture comes with expenses.
Absolutely.
But the biggest thing I'm gonna ask is, as far as 2024 and passing years that's already passed us, do you feel that it's time to add a better marketing strategy to what it is that you do? Or do you feel that your efforts of what you have been doing so far are panning out the way that you want them to?
I mean, honestly, I think everybody can always improve, bro. Like that's a question where I feel everybody should be like, yeah, I can do more, because everybody can do more. Honestly, me personally, yeah, I can do more. I do what I can. Like I can't go off what other people do because my financial stages and my life may be different than theirs, their situation. So yeah, absolutely. I feel like doing more where in my range, yeah, I feel like that's needed. Absolutely. To answer your question.
So do you feel what you can do is the only thing that you can do, or are you thinking bigger than just what you can do?
I think bigger, but I always be realistic with myself, if that makes sense. I don't know how other people do things. Yes, I like if I want more, that means I have to work more hours. I have to get 2 jobs. Maybe I have to get 3. If because nothing, like you said, all this stuff takes money. You know what I'm saying? So anybody out there that's in a bind, in a situation, I want to do better, I like put more money into their brand. The only way you can do that is work. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're blessed and highly favored and have money just coming to you, which is hard these days. But I mean, some people are living like that. But for my hustlers, you got to get out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, by any means. Like, so I mean, yeah, I think big, and that just means more work going towards it, more work being put in. The grind.
So let me ask this: with the grind being a thing of saying work,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna introduce something. A lot of people misuse the aspects of what it's supposed to be. Just as in a record deal. A record deal is considerably a loan. We talked about this before. 2024 mentality that a lot of people should have moving into it is, if you don't have the money, where can you go get the money from? Meaning the objective is, yes, you want to put yourself in a position to win, but I think a lot of people overlook what it takes to win, thinking with a mentality of, okay, when I get the money, right? Considerably how it can be done is multiple ways, right? One, you already said, yeah, if you got a money tree, you got a money tree. That's what you got. That's what you got.
Yeah.
But in some situations, everybody doesn't have a money tree.
Right.
So you have to think, what aspects of money can I get in my hands that's accessible to me right now?
Mm-hmm.
And this is you got some people that's got families, you got some people that don't have families.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest things that I think about being a family man, you're gonna have to take that into consideration right out the gate. That's important. That's gonna have to be the case.
Absolutely.
So that's not an excuse. Meaning,
them kids.
if a business is there, though, if you have a business that you're trying to uphold, and I hate to say this, and this is gonna make a whole lot of harshness, but at the same time, it was said to me that way, and I got to say it that way. Unfortunately, your family don't have ish to do with your business. I have to say it that way. The reason being, your family doesn't have ish to do with your business is like this. If somebody has a business that they're trying to run by themselves, the first thing that's always going to be the problem is your personal life. Already. And see, the hardest thing is your personal life can't interfere with your business life, because if you're going to have a business life, so like just like I'm gonna be blunt. To me, the artistry part of being in like music and stuff like that, I don't even consider that business anymore. I just say it like this: if you're just an artist, you're an artist, right? It's not a thing of if you're not making a business out of it, you're just being an artist. Yep. There's a lot of business aspects that come along with considerably saying that you're going to be a business, right? So, like I said, let's just take, for example, I was talking marketing, and I'm going to ask you this question. So, what aspects of things do we need to look into, or you feel that we should look into, to make your business aspects come alive? What do you think? What do you think can be, learned that you could make things better for yourself? Because let's say this: you have a movie coming out, you have songs, you have music, you have, inspirational mindset to do. Yeah. How do we make it a thing of, it could be capital. How do we make it a thing of we can make
Bro,
it?
it's connections, man. It's connections, really. Like you. That's the thing about this, bro. Like I spent like countless money on my music, over thousands on my music, on my career, just everything that I done. Just because you spend money on something doesn't mean that it's gonna be successful. And another thing is you might not have enough education and be spending your money in different things that you don't need to. See, like I had to learn a lot on my own. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have like people in the industry and stuff like that. So this I'm talking to the people like me and my stage, and I never had until I met you and I got the game from you. But before that, I was putting money into a lot of stuff that then I'm not gonna say that were bad, but they wasn't really as useful as they were needed. So the thing of it is trying to educate and know what to put your money into that's gonna be effective. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing for me.
Yeah.
Not just putting money into stuff and it ain't bringing nothing back.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Connection too, man. Because like I said, like this is just that connection can get you far. We seen it. Like people with no talent. Just cause we talked about record deals. Yeah, it's a flip side to record deals, and when you sign contracts, yeah, it's a loan, but they're giving you that broader audience, that promotion. That's the good side of it. So when you do go independently, you kind of get a buzz. You know, you got that push, you got that that name on your name to stamp it. Like, okay, yeah, we saying rock with this, you know. Like, you know, so it's different being independent from being signed or being part of an organization or something like that. So it's connections and it's just about spending the right money, you know, in the right things, you know, investing into the right things that will help my career, help my movies, music, whatever, get the recognition it needs worldwide.
So this is a thing. A lot of y'all that ask that question, how we can make or how you can do things or get a correct angle where you want to go towards with your music, how you want to do with your music, your art, your craft, whatever it is that you do.
Yeah.
One thing that, again, the biggest one I feel a lot of us overlook is the money aspect. The hardest part of winning now is you have to have money to fuel your craft to get it into the right direction, the right people's hands, and things of that nature. Reason being for me is anybody that's willing to do more than a couple dollars, and I'm gonna say like this. Even if it's a thing of saying, how bad do you feel that your craft is needed in the industry like what we have now, right?
Yeah.
If nothing else, the biggest thing you could do is put yourself in front of as many people as you can at a rapid pace.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it's more so taken like this. Like you said, it's who you are connected to, who your connections are, right?
Yeah.
So that's one piece of it,
That's
right?
part of it. That's part of
And
it.
then
You know, yeah.
that you add that one piece to your with your money. The connections and the money can go a long doggone way. I'm gonna say it like this because thousands of dollars into something, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's not, and I'm not, this is just basically adding on to what you were saying. Thousands of dollars is what you're supposed to spend to do what it is that you're doing. It's the craft. It's It's what it's supposed to, you know, it's nothing that's gonna be free. All the equipment, all the stuff that you gotta buy. I was just wrapping up 1,000 cables. I mean, you just microphones, mic stands, I mean, headphones. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's stuff that's gonna be needed to make the art be what it is, right?
Yep,
Now,
yep.
there are ways to get it though if you don't have the money. Let me make sense of it. It has to be of value though, meaning what you're doing, it just can't be something that's rinky dink. It has to be something that brings value to the people, the body of people that's out here, a consumer, right? Um, as I told you, the whole situation of being around nonprofit organizations has really amplified this whole situation of what can go on now. So for example, I want to show y'all an example of what I mean by just the connections that you can have as not even just an entrepreneur, but as just when you're first getting going, to show you one small step that a lot of us tend to forget about. You have to tie it's like you said, connections, right?
And can I add something else in?
Yeah.
So after you get the connections, it's about what you do with those connections, what you take from those connections. You get what I'm saying? Like 50 got connected to Dre and Eminem, but he took advantage of what he learned from them and took it into his own. Get what I'm saying? So a lot of people might have the connections, but they don't have the work ethic to follow behind it. They don't have the drive or the knowledge, wanting to put that knowledge to work. You get what I'm saying? So always, if you blessed enough to have some good minded people, get something from them from that opportunity and build your own and use it for your brand. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to cut in, bro. But yeah.
So most times when you make these when you make a decision to do stuff, you have to tie yourself into a worthy connection. Meaning this connection has to be able to say something about you that can power your brand to the next level.
What did I
So
just say? What did I just say before? Like put money into the right things. You can put like a lot of money, time, and investments into the wrong things that might not be beneficial to you. You get what I'm saying? So that's why educating and studying and knowing these organizations as you speaking of is important. Because you don't just want to waste your time and money. It's too hard out here as it is. You know what I'm saying? To start over. But you go ahead. I'm
so let
sorry.
me give y'all an example. So for most cases, people don't think about how I'm trying to say this. They don't think about the connections that they make. Meaning, are these people worthy to give you and your brand a stamp of approval, right? So what I mean by stamp of approval, let me pull this up. Okay, I'm gonna come back again. I'm gonna say this again one more time. From the case of the letter again. This is a letterhead. This letterhead basically. This is a letter of. This is like a certified letter from a company that is known for exactly doing what? Giving, right? So the biggest thing is what's the use of having connection to something that can't give you something in return, right?
Yeah,
Meaning,
exactly.
if I'm connected to somebody, if they can't give me something or show me something that's going to turn up something, how can I do anything? So I could take this letter at any given time. If I'm trying to go get grants and things like that, they're like, okay, so what are you doing? What have you given? Because sometimes it's not just per se money. That money is not always going to be the problem to get. It's going to be what are you doing to get the money versus just saying, okay, it's hard to get my hands to this money. So if you got a company that you're raising, that you're branding, the biggest thing you're gonna have to do is make sure that you're a branded company, meaning make sure that your company has LLC rights, make sure it has a stamp of approval or something from the government to make sure that people want to understand that they're giving something to somebody that's real, meaning it's a real brand. They don't want to just bring in somebody that's just, they're not tied to anything. They want it to be branded to something. So, and this is just kind of just giving away game. So just say if I wanted to go get a grant from a company that's willing to give away something, like say if we wanted to go host a backpack giveaway, right?
Yeah.
We need 100 backpacks, right? How are we gonna get 100 backpacks in? We ain't trying to pay for it all, right? So what are we doing to where we can connect with some folks that could get these 100 backpacks in for us? That's my whole point right there.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
And this is a question for me. Do you think people like us? I'm think this is a strategy that I wanted us to try. Instead of waiting on donations, instead of waiting on people to help us, don't you think the little bit that we could do together, go out here and make things happen? And do you think the community would jump in and help then if they seen us? You know what I'm saying? These organizations would jump in and help, or just people in general, like would jump in and help if they see us actually going out here and making an effort on our own, not even asking for their help or the money. We're just investing our own into it to start out. No, I'm saying to start out. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I just pointed out that letter. This right here, this whole situation of what I mean. So
yeah, I couldn't see it. I'm sorry because it's small. I couldn't see it.
It's small. Just it'll be something you can look back on the playback.
Okay.
The biggest thing with this letter is basically explaining is like you're saying, like what you just basically said. You can't do anything if nobody see you making motion to do anything. How will they know that you're doing something, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a case of here's a letter of intent showing that I've done work in the community, instead of just saying like how you just said, if people don't see us doing it, or if we just do it, yeah, we could do it on our own, you know, on our own level, on our own methods. That's how it's going to get started, regardless of, I mean, connecting with different organizations. Like I told you, we could have set up at that event. That would have been a big start.
You're right. You're right.
That's the whole part of what I'm saying. You got all these other companies out there that see us. They see us invisible. Like, okay, well, when y'all have something, let us know. We'll show up and come to it, and we'll be there for y'all too. That's the levels that it's gonna take. And again, for those that y'all think that it's just gonna be a thing of y'all just gonna sit and just rap on a mic and sit in front of a camera all the time, it's not gonna be that, y'all. Y'all gonna have to get more visible to the world. Do more than just sit on a it's only 1% of people that's gonna be able to sit on the camera and just sit there and just do nothing but do that all the time. It's only 1% of it. People do, and
that's a slight few.
Yeah. Very small percentage. And so all the rest of us, we're gonna have to hit the ground until we can get to that point. And again, with us being in this area where we at, there's a lot of hidden opportunity willing to go around. And it's for anybody listening, find areas of opportunity. There's plenty of opportunity out here. Homeless shelters, YMCAs, prisons, churches, gyms,
YMCA, you said? YMCA?
Huh?
YMCA, you said? YMCA, you said? So elaborate on that, man. Well, how some ways could podcasters or any business incorporate with the Y? How could they use that?
Yeah. So
some people don't know this, you know what I'm saying? So
for me, so the biggest thing what YMCAs used to do when I was younger was having events there. Yeah. And I speak of events is because YMCA's are tied into the community. Firstly, there's no better way, and especially, and I'm gonna tell you why. With a Y, most some YMCA's have a pool. Some YMCA's have a gym. Some YMCA's have a big play area, park. You know, all of this stuff it's accessible.
Yeah.
Who is drawn to parks, gyms, play sets, playgrounds, you know,
Parents and kids.
This is how, again, if you're not gonna give a family a experience that they can't forget, you just can't do something just for mama. You gotta do something for mama and the kids. Mama, daddy, and the kids, daddy and the kids. You gotta put something together that's a play that where everybody can meet there, do it together, and they remember it.
So how would you incorporate? So you would go talk to the Y, the big boss in the Y, see what you got, the business you got, podcast, like what? How? If you're a podcast, how would you tell that to them? What
exactly?
What would you say?
For us, we're not just music podcasts. For the case of that's what we do, we're podcasters, but we're looking to host an event that is going to be backpack giveaway, right? Or
Perfect.
Such and such, right?
Yeah.
It's going to hold about, we may see maybe around along the lines of 50 people, right? Because they're going to know how many people it's going to be. We're going to have like 50 people, such and such, da. Yeah. Basically have a business plan telling about that, like I said, that event, how many people we plan to have there, what we'll need from them, and basically that'll be the proposal to get it. For
example, can I use example? What if you got a basketball team there, right?
Yeah.
I'm asking this because it's but you got a basketball team and one of your kids play on the team, so you could throw a thing out to them like, you know, you want to bring all the kids backpacks or get the kids new tennis shoe, basketball shoes, or something like that. Is that helpful to make it broader? And then you get on their good side. Then that's how you can be like, okay, at your games is the way we can elaborate, like do something at the games y'all have.
Yeah.
With our brand there. You get what I'm saying? Is that, you know what I'm saying?
Basically, that's you basically putting it all, that's the plan. Most of the time, and I hate to say this, y'all, just like I started off basically talking about, plan. Had a business plan. If you got a dope business plan, a lot of these places will not turn you down. It's gotta be a dope business plan, though. And it ain't saying like a dope business plan takes a whole lot of, you know, mindset. If you got an idea, that's the plan. Just write it out, what you plan on seeing at that event, what you want at that event, and start building from there. And move that same business plan around to each company that's going to add value to it. So if you know you're gonna need these book bags, call this such and such place. They'll get you all the book bags you need, all the pencils that you need. Like what at the event with Giving Heart, they had free Krispy Kreme donuts come through there. I mean, it's stuff that's totally adding to it. They had food, they had all of the stuff that was ready to go to give. And at the same time, it gave kids something to do for hours and hours of a day. You know, they sitting in different classrooms, learning different things, different ways of doing things and how to move about with sexual life and things. I mean, they were just constantly giving stuff, and that's what you want to do, stuff like that. Once they hear that you're trying to do something for the kids, though, bro, they automatically pretty much gonna jump on that. Straight up. Kids are the future. That's what they want to empower the kids. If it's anything that's empowering kids, it's pretty much gonna get a thumbs up on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the idea, man. It's that the whole case of 2024. And that's why I said the planning. It's time to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's time to get uncomfortable, man. Like I know money is tight, but at the same time, it's not about the money being tight. It's about doing it right. If we do the right things with the money, it can get taken care of. And a lot of the stuff can start getting taken care of for us. You know what I'm saying? But we have
And I'm all about doing as self instead of us asking for help. Like a label. Like when you sign a label, you basically asking for help. You gonna have to pay that money back. So why not get it out the mud, like yourself, and invest your money into it so you don't have to owe nobody. And then people will see what you're doing, and most of them will want to join your movement and likely invite you to their programs and events and stuff like that. Like they see you moving. I'm saying,
let me be honest.
I don't like owing people. Just me personally.
And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to owe people, regardless of. Sooner or later, one time or another in your life, you're gonna have to owe somebody. That's just part of building. It's part of building credibility. That's part of the levels. That's just how it comes with getting credit, right? So, what I feel, and this is just something. No, you don't want to owe people, but if you're not going to want to have to owe anybody, there's a lot of stuff that you're gonna have to know before you move ahead. Because yes, you can put a lot of your own income into it. Yes, you don't want to ask for anything. You only want to ask for those things that are going to bring value to what you're trying to do. Like we got to go send a proposal. The proposal is basically asking. Yeah. You won't case of saying sometimes they may want $250 up front. Sometimes they may not want anything. They may want $100 for the whole situation, for the whole day. You don't know until you pitch the proposal to them, and then go from there. In the case of sometimes, again, the money aspect, when you're receiving a grant, you're asking for something, but you're giving it in a proposal way. So again, it's not asking, you're proposing something. So everybody knows a proposal. You can get down on one knee, you propose to the lady, In a simple, it's that simple, but at the same time, it's kind of a thing of just making sure that you know your business and what you want for your business. I mean, we might need $5,000, we might need $10,000, we might need $20,000. But in the case of if we're not going to the right people and being around the right situations that could grant us this money versus loan it to us.
Yeah, it's about accepting. Like you said, ain't no wrong with accepting and getting help or owing somebody. But it's just about making the right decisions and choices. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to make no outrageous bond, get caught in an outrageous bind that you can't get out of. Yeah. Like, if I knew, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, they're giving you all this money. But can I pay them back? Well, I live up to the obligations. But like is the product good? Like you say, the product has to be top tier. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just remember though, a grant is nothing that you have to repay. That's why it's called a grant, not a loan. So
how do you qualify for grants?
Grant is plenty of them. You just have to get online and look for those. Every big company, the major company that's out here right now, they have a grant program. Nobody knows about it because they're not looking for it. That's why it's called a grant, because they're giving you money that's accessible, but they're not just going to give it to you. Just say, here you go. You got to give them a proposed reason why they should give it to you. Okay, I got 50 kids coming. I need 50 book bags, or I need Coke and Sprite for the day for 50 kids and their parents. We're having this at the such and such YMCA, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we'll send you 15 cases of soda for free. That's a grant. You can't beat that's the parts where I'm saying, like, sometimes it may not come as in money, but it may come as they may give us food, they may give us drinks, they may give us cups, they may give us something for the
opportunity to come to the events and set up opportunity. So that's a lot
of that comes. A lot of that, again, the reason why I'm talking about it again is planning. A lot of
2024 right around the corner.
Yeah, it's time. Like if the decision is going to be made, like next year, I want to I want to put at least about a good $5,000 into promo, meaning promoting nothing but those shirts.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple podcasts here and there. I may put a few commercials out there, but about $5,000 is what I'm in my mental of what I want to see go towards strictly promo, meaning those situations. So I don't have to like constantly share a product. It'll just work its way around for me, and I just kind of just sit back and just let it do its own thing. That's gonna be a big thing that I'm looking into. It just took time to get the base work done because we're independent. We don't have
you know, this a team effort too, bro. Anything that we do with this, man, you know, I'm down, bro, and that's another thing. But like you were saying, the plan is important. The plan, because if the plan is not clear to understanding, then it's a whole lot of, and you don't want to be like that. You want to have a set plan and just boom, go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not no ifs and buts. Oh, we might switch it. Nah. It needs to be set in stone. Like you do the rough draft and then you do the final copy. It needs to be the final copy. You know what I'm saying? Before you execute. But we've been building the foundation and the steps. So like you said, you have to start somewhere.
Yeah,
you know?
It's a lot. Like I said,
to get it out there.
The having the LLC, that was the biggest piece. Again, for those that's listening, if you have a business, you want a business to have a business, do it the correct way. Make sure you get your LLC. Make sure you get your LLC. Make sure you get your LLC, or find the sole proprietor business that you feel should be right for your business. Make sure you make it legit, y'all. Legit is the best way to go. So you don't have to worry about a company trying to not give you nothing because they feel like you're not legit. They ain't gonna want to just give it to Joe Schmo from Kokomo or Bernice Hill down the street. Y'all ain't getting it. You got to be some kind of business. They won't. If it's gonna be Joe Schmo, make sure it's Joe Schmo LLC, whatever. Bernice Hill LLC, whatever. Make sure you make it a thing of big. If they don't see you as saying, oh, they're not taking it serious, well, so why should we take it serious? Why should we put our time and money into them for free and they ain't taking the time to do the little necessary steps in the beginning? So again, planning. That's what we're doing. Planning, and I'm moving forward though. Again, everybody, 2024 is here. Ain't no waiting. There's no time. There's no more time. If you ain't working already, if you ain't putting the time in on it already, y'all slow, man. Slow. But again,
how many days of 2024? Yeah, we getting close, man. It's getting close.
Again, we no more sleeping. It's time. Get the plan out.
Don't even wait till 2024, man. Do it right now.
Yeah, you know,
do it right now. Don't even wait till 2024. Do it right now. Put the plan in motion now. You know what I'm saying?
You got 2 weeks. Yeah. Man. Ain't no time left. Ain't no time left. So
ain't nothing but a new year, man. It's just circumstances, situations gonna still remain the same.
Exactly.
You don't have to work for it.
Exactly.
Whatever year it is. So, yeah, man.
Update the people. Let them know you got your movie coming.
Yep. Movie coming December 25th, man. Hey, we've been talking about this for a while, but yes, it's finally coming. It's here December 25th on QuincyMurdoch.com, the movie. QuincyMurdoch.com/the movie. We're gonna have you can rent it, you can buy it. You know what I'm saying? We got pre-orders going on right now. Half off of the original price, $20. It's $10 right now. So if you want to pre-order it right now, you got all the way up to Christmas, to get it half off for $10. So I encourage you people. This is an amazing movie. It's about my life, but I incorporated it into a way where everybody across the world can relate to it. It's not just a story that's, for me, it's a story that could be for some young man, some young woman, even grown women and men. You know what I'm saying? It's a story. And, filled with drama, music, love, real life, and all this is real life. So, and learning situations. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And also, man, get ready for some more music, man. We work, man. I'm ready to get back in the studio, support all the music I got out right now. My latest R&B hits I dropped this year. This is True Love, which did well this year. It's on all platforms. Dream to Reality, it's doing well. So look forward to more music, but stream that stuff out right now. That's out there, man. Blood, sweat, and tears.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
again, y'all, merchandise, notjustmusicpodcast.com forward slash or backslash or forward slash merch. Check it out. All our shirts are on up and going now. Got the long sleeve line coming, got the hoodies coming, got it all coming.
Ooh-wee.
It's about to be a very big merch movement going on. So please tie in with that again, notjustmusicpodcast.com forward slash merch. And again, 2024 is right around the corner. We'll have our latest podcast up next Thursday, 8:00 p.m. We'll be back on that.
Yep.
We have a few more drops as far as virtual things to do and things just to talk about like this more often. And again,
And the people love these, man. I'm noticing a lot of people loving these, man. These homisodes. So
oh yeah. It's good. Give people something to look at, man. Give people something to talk about and think about when they making their moves. Because I think it's more so a lot of business people really paying attention to this. People want to be podcasters and things like that, so they pay attention. So yeah. But again, y'all be good, and we'll talk to y'all good people next time. Peace out.